Imagine for a moment that there's an invisible veil, not some mystical veil in a faraway place, but one that hangs between the person you are right now and the person you know. Somewhere deep in your soul, you were born to be. This veil isn't made of fabric, it's made of time. It's woven from the subtle energy of all your yesterdays, of every promise you broke to yourself, of every moment you decided it was safer to stay the same. It's a translucent barrier, and that's what makes it so frustrating, because you can see right through it. With a painful clarity, you glimpse the life you desire. You feel it in your moments of greatest inspiration. You see it in dreams, in meditations, or in the flash of a more expansive life that crosses your mind. But when you reach for it, your fingers meet only the cold, invisible resistance of this veil. It's a subtle but unyielding force. This barrier is the quantum shift that hasn't happened yet. It's the threshold you can feel, but can't seem to cross. It's the silent space between the prayer and the answer. It's the agonizing pause between planting the seed and seeing the first sprout. For most people, this pause lasts a lifetime. They live with their faces pressed against this veil, waiting for something on the outside to tear it down for them, waiting for a sign, for permission, for some dramatic event to finally release them into the next phase of their lives. They believe that change is something that happens to them, not through them, and so they remain stuck, not in a prison of brick walls, but in a prison of stagnant energy, a prison where the scenery never changes because the frequency they broadcast remains exactly the same day after day. It's a subtle repetition, a loop that masquerades as normal life. Do you know this feeling? It's the feeling of trying so hard, of doing all the work, reading the books, listening to the podcasts, repeating the affirmations, trying to think positive. But at the end of the day, when you lie down to sleep, the reality staring back at you is the same as yesterday. It's the deep exhaustion that doesn't come from physical effort, but from the soul's effort of sustaining a reality that no longer serves you. It's the exhaustion of rowing against your own inner current. It's waking up and feeling a subtle resistance to facing the day, because a part of you already predicts it will be just another repetition of the same cycle, the same financial worries spinning in your mind like a broken carousel, the same relationship patterns you swear you'll break, only to find yourself reacting in the same predictable way, the same inner voice of doubt and self-criticism, that relentless narrator who seems to know all your weaknesses. This invisible veil isn't out there. It isn't in your job, your bank account, or your relationships. It is woven into your state of being. It's a vibrational signature, a constant broadcast that tells the universe who you believe you are at the deepest level. And as long as that broadcast continues to play the song of not yet, of almost there, of one day maybe, the universe, in its infinite obedience and precision, will continue to mirror that exact reality back to you. It's not a punishment, it's a law of physics, a law of consciousness. What we are going to do together in this video is different from anything you've ever tried. We're not going to try to tear the veil. We won't push against it or fight it, because fighting it only makes it more real. We are going to do something far more powerful. We are going to dissolve it from the inside out. We are going to initiate the invisible quantum shift, the only change that truly matters, the one that happens in the silence of your own being, a realignment so profound and fundamental that the universe will have no choice but to completely reorganize itself around you, like iron filings aligning to a new, powerful magnet. You're not waiting for a shift. The shift is waiting for you. It waits patiently for you to remember the power you've always had, the power to choose your frequency. Let's be honest, in a space of total compassion and without any judgment, the feeling of being stuck is one of the most painful human experiences. And it's even more painful when there's no obvious external cause. When, from the outside, everything is fine. On the surface, your life might seem functional. You may have a routine, responsibilities, moments of joy, a smile to offer the world. But underneath it all, there's a constant hum of dissatisfaction, a sense that you are living a smaller life than your soul intended, a dissonance between the music your soul came to play and the monotonous melody your days repeat. That hum is the static of your old self. It's the frequency of an identity that you have outgrown in consciousness, but that your body, like a loyal and misinformed servant, has not yet released. Think of your body for a moment, not as a biological structure, but as a living archive, a library of every experience you've ever had. Every emotion, every thought, every reaction has been recorded and stored in your cells as a chemical memory. When you were a child and felt the sting of rejection, your body learned a biochemical lesson about what was safe to feel and express. When you failed at something important and felt the burn of shame, your nervous system created a program to avoid that feeling at all costs, often through procrastination or perfectionism. Over years and decades of repetition, these emotional reactions have become automatic and unconscious. Worry is no longer a choice. It's a biochemical habit. Your body wakes up and, by habit, looks for the chemical cocktail of worry. Anxiety isn't a response to a real and present danger. It's the default state of your body, which has become addicted to stress hormones like cortisol. Doubt isn't a rational thought. It's a deeply carved neural pathway in your brain, a well-worn path that your energy follows by default. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches us that by the age of 35, 95% of who we are is a set of memorized programs, conditioned emotional reactions, and unconscious habits. This means that most of your day isn't lived by your conscious mind, the mind that dreams, desires, and plans. It's lived by an autopilot program whose main goal isn't your happiness, creativity, or expansion, but your survival based on the memories of the past. And to the survival brain, the familiar, even if it's painful, is always safer than the unknown. This is why change feels like such an uphill battle. You wake up in the morning with the conscious intention, today will be different, I'll be patient, I'll eat well, I won't get stressed. But the moment your feet hit the floor, your body, on a chemical level, has already started to crave the same dose of familiar emotions from yesterday. If your body is accustomed to frustration, it will unconsciously seek out or create circumstances that give it a reason to feel frustrated. If it's addicted to insecurity, it will filter reality to find evidence that you're not good enough, ignoring all evidence to the contrary. This old identity is not your enemy. It is not evil. It is a survival mechanism that has become an outdated program. It's like old software running on a powerful new computer. It was designed to protect you in a past that no longer exists, but it keeps running in the background, consuming your energy and limiting your present. It's the voice in your head that says, be realistic. It's the feeling in your chest that stops you from taking a risk. It's the sudden fatigue that convinces you to put off until tomorrow the dream that could start today. And here is the deepest truth. This programming doesn't just influence how you feel. It literally creates the reality you experience. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a pioneering cell biologist, explains that our beliefs and perceptions change our body's chemistry, and this chemistry, in turn, influences the expression of our genes. This is epigenetics. What this means, in simple terms, is that you can have the gene for a disease, but it's the environment, internal and external, that pulls the trigger. Your internal state, your thoughts and emotions, is one of the most powerful environmental factors. This means your inner state is not just a reaction to the world. It is one of the primary causes that shapes the world you see. You are not just living in a reality. You are emitting the frequency that generates it, moment by moment. It's a constant, silent dialogue. As long as you continue to broadcast the frequency of frustration, of doubt, of lack, of not yet, you will continue to receive experiences that perfectly match that frequency. The universe isn't punishing you. It is simply responding to your broadcast with flawless, non-judgmental clarity. Most people try to change the broadcast using only their mind. They try to talk themselves into being positive. But that's like trying to change a radio station's music by shouting at the announcer. You can't change the broadcast from the outside. You have to change the frequency at the source. The source is your state of being, the combination of your thoughts, and more importantly, your feelings. So the real question isn't, what do I need to do to change my life? The question is, who do I need to stop being? Which version of myself, which set of emotional programs do I need to lovingly uninstall? The quantum shift isn't about adding something new to you. It's about releasing the weight of the old programming so that your true essence, the version of you that is already whole, prosperous, and free, can finally emerge and breathe. This is where our journey deepens, where ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science meet to hand us the key to our own liberation. It's the point where the mystical becomes measurable. For millennia, mystics have told us that the world is a mirror, that as within, so without, that what we see outside of us is a reflection of what we are inside. Today, quantum physics, the most fundamental study of the nature of reality, is beginning to prove them right. Quantum physics reveals that on the most fundamental level, nothing is solid. The universe is not a collection of separate objects, but a vast, unified field of energy, an ocean of infinite potential. Everything you see, your hand, this screen, the wall, is at its core 99.9% empty space and energy. Every possibility you can imagine already exists as a wave of probability in this field. The reality of your healing, your wealth, your love, it's not something you need to create from scratch. It already exists as a potential, waiting to be activated. So, what collapses this infinite field of possibilities into the tangible reality you experience every day? Your consciousness, your focus, the act of observing. This is known as the observer effect in quantum physics, where you place your attention, you place your energy, and it is this focused energy that collapses the wave of potential into a particle of experience, into an event in your life. You, as the observer, are constantly selecting a reality from the infinite field of possibilities through the quality of your consciousness. You are the artistic director of your universe. Think about that. You are not just living life, you are choosing it moment by moment with your frequency. When you wake up in the morning and your first emotion is anxiety about the day ahead, you are in that instant tuning your energy to the frequency of anxiety. You are collapsing a day filled with events that will validate and justify that feeling. When you look in the mirror and your first thought is one of self-criticism, you are selecting a reality where you will find more and more reasons to criticize yourself. This isn't magical thinking, it's physics. You are a broadcast tower. The Heart Math Institute, which researches the science of the heart, discovered something remarkable. The human heart generates an electromagnetic field that is up to 60 times greater in amplitude and 5,000 times stronger magnetically than the field generated by the brain. This field radiates from you and interacts with the quantum field around you. When you feel high-frequency emotions like gratitude, love, compassion, or joy, your heart beats in a coherent, orderly rhythm. This coherence sends a powerful, clear signal into the field, a signal that says, "More of this, please." But when you live in states of stress, fear, anger, or frustration, your heart beats incoherently and chaotically. This incoherent signal is like static. It sends a scrambled message to the field, and as a result, you receive scrambled and chaotic life experiences. Your thoughts send an electrical signal to the field. Your emotions send a magnetic signal, and the combination of how you think and how you feel creates your electromagnetic signature. That signature is who you are energetically. This is why positive thinking alone so often fails. You can repeat, "I am abundant," 1,000 times, but if your heart, your body, is vibrating with the frequency of fear and scarcity, the magnetic signal of your feeling will always override the electrical signal of your thought. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to who you are being. Your vibration speaks louder than your words. The invisible quantum shift, therefore, is not a change in your circumstances. It is a change in your electromagnetic signature. It is about intentionally deciding to stop feeding the energy of the past and to start generating the energy of your future from the inside out. This requires you to become so conscious of how you feel that you stop allowing anyone or anything outside of you to dictate your inner state. It requires you to fall so in love with your future that you no longer want to return to the energy of your past. It's an inside job. It is the most important work you will ever do. If this knowledge resonates in a deep place within you, if it feels more like a remembering than a lesson, take a deep breath. And if you feel the call, share this video with someone who is also ready to stop waiting for the change and start being the change. Let's awaken together. And here we arrive at the heart of the transformation, the turning point where the game changes forever. For your entire life, you've been taught to operate from a model of cause and effect. I need to have something, more money, more time, a partner, in order to do something, travel, start a business, be happy, and then I will be successful, free, loved. This is the three-dimensional model of reality, and it keeps us perpetually stuck in waiting mode, waiting for the external world to change first. The quantum model of reality flips this formula in a radical and liberating way. In the quantum field, you must first be the person, grateful, abundant, whole, in your inner state, in your vibration, before your reality can change. You have to change your energy first, and then matter, the experience, will reorganize itself to match your new vibration. You don't wait to see it, to believe it. You believe it on an energetic and emotional level in order to see it. The change isn't something you chase, it's something you embody. Feel the weight and the freedom of that sentence. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. This is the insight that shatters all chains. The moment you truly get this, not in your mind, but in your cells, you stop looking outside for answers and you turn within. You realize the power was never out there. It was always in your ability to choose your frequency, regardless of the circumstances. The invisible quantum shift is the moment you stop reacting to your life and start creating it. It's the moment when, in the middle of a traffic jam, instead of generating stress, you choose to breathe and feel gratitude for a moment of pause. It's when, faced with an unexpected bill, instead of falling into the fear of scarcity, you choose to focus on the feeling of abundance and trust that everything always works out. It's when, feeling lonely, you choose to generate the feeling of love from within yourself, becoming the source of what you seek. This isn't being fake or ignoring reality. It's being more real than ever before. It's understanding that the reality you see is just an echo of the past, a reflection of past vibrations, and that you can, in this very moment, send out a new signal that will create a new echo, a new reflection. How do you do this in practice? You stop identifying with your story, the story of your pain, your failures, your limitations. You honor it, you learn from it, but you stop living it as if it were your present. You become the observer of your mind instead of the victim of it. When a thought of doubt arises, I'll never be able to do this, instead of merging with it and believing it as absolute truth, you take a step back in your awareness and say, interesting, there's the old doubt program running again. This is not who I am. It's just an echo of the past. When a wave of anxiety arises, instead of letting it hijack you and to dictate your actions, you observe it with compassion and say, I see you. I feel you in my body. You are just energy moving through. I am not this energy. I am the awareness observing it, and I choose peace. Every time you do this, you perform a miraculous act of neuroplasticity. You are pulling your energy out of the identity of the past and investing it in the identity of your future. You are weakening the old neural connections through disuse and strengthening the new ones through conscious attention. You are literally rewiring your brain and reconditioning your body to a new mind, to a new future. You are not a victim of your history. You are the observer who has the power to rewrite it at any moment by choosing a new reaction, a new feeling, a new state of being. This is the true meaning of personal power. It's not about controlling the world. It's about mastering your inner world to such a degree that the outer world has no choice but to follow suit. Let's anchor this truth now. Feel the power rising in your chest. Take a deep breath and declare it in the comments below, not as simple text, but as an energetic decree to the universe. I choose my new reality now. No amount of intellectual knowledge can compare to the power of a lived, felt experience. Theory shows us the door, but it's practice that allows us to walk through it. So right now, I invite you to join me in an exercise, a sacred act of release and recalibration. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted for a few minutes. Sit or lie down comfortably with your spine upright yet relaxed. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling the cool air enter, filling your belly like a balloon, then your chest all the way to the crown of your head. Hold it for a moment at the top of the breath, feeling the fullness, and exhale slowly through your mouth with an audible sigh, releasing the day, releasing the tension, releasing the need to control. One more time, breathe in the energy of the present moment deeply, hold, and as you exhale, let go of the weight of the past. Let it go. Now, with your awareness turned inward, I want you to acknowledge the static, the vibration of your old identity. Don't judge it, don't fight it, just observe it with gentle compassion. Where do you feel it in your body? Is it a tightness in your chest, a lump in your throat, a weight on your shoulders? Maybe it shows up as a low hum of anxiety in your stomach. Maybe it's a stream of repetitive thoughts in your mind. Give it a shape, a color, a texture, without judgment. Just acknowledge its presence. This energy has been your companion for a long time. It did the best it could to keep you safe, based on old, outdated information in your mind or in a whisper. Speak to this energy. Tell it, thank you. I see you. I honor the role you have played. I honor your attempt to protect me. I know you did your best, but your job is now done. I release you with love and gratitude. You no longer need to carry me. You no longer need to protect me. You can rest now. As you say this, imagine the light of your own consciousness, your higher self, enveloping this energy, not a light that forces, but a light that dissolves. Visualize this energy, this static, beginning to break apart, not with violence, but with acceptance. See it dissolving like mist in the morning sun, or like an ice cube melting in warm water. Feel the space it leaves behind, a sacred vacuum, a space of pure potential, clean and ready. Now, let's fill this space with intention. Bring to your mind the feeling of your new reality, the reality where you are already the highest version of yourself, whole, prosperous, healthy, and at peace. Don't think about the hows, just feel the end emotion. What is the dominant emotion of this future you? Is it unshakable calm? Is it radiant confidence? Is it contagious joy? Is it deep gratitude for all that is? Choose one of these emotions and begin to generate it in your heart center now. Breathe deeply into your heart. Imagine a small flame of light in your chest, and with each inhale, you fan the flame. Let the feeling grow from your heart, emanating waves of warmth and light, filling every cell in your body. Feel this frequency vibrating in your bones, in your blood, in every atom of your being. Feel it vibrating beyond your skin, filling the room around you. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real experience and one you are vividly feeling on the inside. By generating this feeling now, you are teaching your body, chemically, what your future feels like. You are giving it a taste of the new reality, and the body, once it tastes a higher state, begins to crave it. Feel this new frequency. Embody it. How would you sit if you were already this person? How would you breathe? Adjust your posture. Breathe how your future self breathes. Likely slower, deeper, more relaxed. Feel the subtle shift in your biology. You are becoming this person energetically right now. And to anchor this new vibration, let's seal it with a declaration of power. Repeat in your mind or aloud, feeling every word vibrate through you with conviction. I am the frequency of my future. I no longer broadcast from the past. my energy, creates my reality, and I choose the frequency of love and abundance now. Repeat it again, slower. I am the frequency of my future. I no longer collapse reality from the past. I am the observer who chooses the new now. Breathe that in. Feel the truth of these words settling into your being. You have just performed an invisible quantum shift. You have altered your electromagnetic signature. You have sent a new, clear, coherent signal into the quantum field. To seal this act, write in the comments, I release the old. I am the new. Let your words be the mark in time, the turning point from which everything changes. Slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Notice your surroundings. Nothing on the outside may have changed, but everything on the inside has. You have recalibrated your instrument, and that is the only change that matters, because it's the change that precedes all others. You're no longer looking at the world from the same identity. You're looking through the eyes of your future self. This feeling of peace, of clarity, of lightness, this is your new natural frequency. This is your true state of being, your factory setting. The work from now on is not one of striving, but of remembering. It is the practice of returning to this state over and over with kindness until it becomes your new default. Because the old program will try to run again. There will be moments when fear, doubt, or frustration arise, like ghosts from a past time. This is normal and expected. It's the body detoxing from its old chemical addictions. Don't see it as a failure. See it as a test of your new conviction. The universe is asking, who are you now? Have you truly chosen the new? Or are you still attached to the old? In those moments, don't fight. Don't judge yourself. Just breathe. Place a hand on your heart to reconnect with your center of coherence and remember the feeling you just cultivated. Remember this declaration. This is interesting. This is just old energy leaving my body. It is the echo of an old program. This is not who I am now. By witnessing without identifying, you allow the energy to flow through you and dissipate. The change in your life won't come like a thunderclap. It will come as whispers. It will come in the synchronicities, the right idea at the right time, the book that falls off the shelf, the person who shows up out of nowhere with the solution you needed. It will come in your ability to respond calmly to situations that used to trigger you. It will come in a growing sense of inner peace that is not dependent on anything external. It will come as a clearer intuition, an inner voice that you trust and follow. You are no longer waiting for your reality to change so you can feel good. You are practicing feeling good, regardless of your current reality. And so, your reality must change to match your new state. That is the law. At the beginning of this video, you were pressed against an invisible veil, looking at the life you wanted. Now you understand. The veil was never there. It was only the static of your own broadcast, the projection of an inner state of separation. By changing your frequency, you didn't break through the veil. You became the reality on the other side. It dissolved in your presence. You're not becoming someone new. You're finally remembering who you have always been underneath the layers of conditioning. You are reconnecting with your inner being. Take one final deep breath and receive these words into your heart, not as a concept, but as your living truth. I no longer chase reality. I am the vibration that attracts it. The silence within me is my greatest strength, and from this silence, I create worlds. I am the peace I seek. I am the abundance I desire. I am the love I give and receive. I am. Thank you for walking this sacred journey with me. If this message has touched your soul and activated a new possibility within you, leave an emoji in the comments as a signal to me and to the universe that you are awake and shining your new frequency into the world.